Greetings from Florida. We're working on a 2007 to 2016 Jeep Patriot. This is the right rear. The video is at double speed, so you can watch a little bit faster. It's not as complicated, but you need to keep track of where all the screws are. They use different screws. So there was a screw in the pull handle below that the customer had taken out. And there's a screw right there, I believe 20 Torx 20 screws, if I'm not mistaken. Then you're going to pull down this piece right here. And if you wanted to just lock the window up and disconnect it, if you didn't want to replace the regulator on a back window, you can probably do that without taking off the panel by just taking off this part of the panel right here. And what I usually do for that is put the window up, unplug the window motor, and then drill a hole directly below where the bracket is to lock it in place. So unplug the window motor, the window switch, and there you can see the motor right there. But we're going to replace the regulator, so we're taking out everything. So take off the speaker cover. And again, one of the tricks to this is to keep, the bolts are all different. They go all different places. So try to keep the orientation of the bolts the same, either on the ground or on the seat next to you. So, you know, if you're taking off the bottom left bolt right there, place it on the bottom left, place that on the bottom or top right. You get the idea? Those are a little bit longer. The ones at the where the speaker is at the top left and bottom right are a little bit longer than the other two, which are shorter. Take out the speaker. Now, as mentioned, there's a lot of 10mm bolts, but they're not all the same size. So try to keep them, again, separately oriented on the ground or on the seat, so you can keep track of where they went when you put them back. And part of the problem to this regulator is that you've got to put the panel on without putting in all the bolts to hold the regulator in place. So it's really more of a challenge than you would think. You'll see. Now, you've got two options here. You can either take out the entire latch assembly and the front handle of the door, which is what they really want you to do, but that's a pain in the ass, and I don't do that. So again, get a Torx 20, a small one, and get a small ratchet, a really small ratchet, like one of the ones designed for just this, and then unscrew, I mean, you can break it off if you want, but I would unscrew it, taking out that screw so you can slide that off. You can slide the panel off the white plastic bracket that attaches to the latch. Looks like I got it. Panel lifts up. Oh, you get two rods, and you got to deal with those too. So you can probably do it when you get the panel up. You've got one that goes to the chrome handle I just grabbed, and one that goes to the indicator knob to show whether it's locked and unlocked. And obviously, I'm not showing you this, but I took off the one that goes to the indicator knob from that side. It's just a plastic clip. It's very difficult to pull down, but you pull down the plastic clip, take out the rod. A couple times when I've done this, I've broken off the plastic piece that goes to the indicator knob, and that becomes an issue, but If you find this video helpful, please like the video. That will help me with YouTube and help other people such as yourself find this video on YouTube if they're looking to do the same thing. And if you need these, I may have them on my website, upanddownmainstreet.com. If you have any questions, ask right on the page and I'll be glad to answer them. If you'd like me to do this for you and you're in Tampa Bay or Sarasota, ask right on the page. I'll be glad to get back to you pretty quick. See that rod right there? And that one I took off there. Yep. All right. So now we're going to bring the glass down. Let's get our suction cup. Take a look at the regulator, make sure it's the right one before you take everything out. There's a plastic tab. There's a hole in the glass, and there's a plastic tab that goes to the glass. So what you're going to do is pop that off. It's not a big deal. Just pop off that plastic tab, and then you've got one 10mm bolt, and that's all that holds the regulator in on the inside of the door before you put the panel back on. You've got 3 screws, which I'm going to guess are 25s, Torx 25s, that hold the motor to the regulator. So I'm taking off those 3 screws. Comes off easy, goes on the new one very easy. That's not an issue. To put that one bolt back. I guess Chrysler's goal here was you have that bolt in and you put the glass onto the bracket. And in theory, I put that one on in the bottom. It's not going to go on when I'm done. But I put that on for stability right now while I put the glass into the bracket. That one will go on right there. Yeah, I guess the theory was once you get everything lined up, you can get the panel back on and get the other bolts in, but they lied. So slam it in. Make sure that tab goes through the glass. That shouldn't be an issue. Now I got to take out that stupid 10mm bolt. Putting the panel back on. Oh, there's a little push-in plug where the wiring harness goes to the speaker. Which now I have to take off because I didn't get the rod through correctly. So next up, you got to line up the tabs to slide the panel back on after you get the rods back on. I'll tell you, if it was my car, I would just lock it up. Nobody uses the back windows anyway, especially not in a 14-year-old car. But You're welcome to skip ahead a little bit if you don't want to watch me struggle getting these rods back on. I think what I finally did there was I took that rod off of the indicator knob bracket so I could get it into the clip right there. So that 10 millimeter goes there. That one's the hard one. That one you might need a punch or an awl to line up the hole to the regulator that the 10 millimeter bolt goes into. Took a few, but I got it. Oh no, I didn't get it yet. I like that. I just loosened the top two bolts to make it a little bit easier to move that around a bit. Oh, I guess maybe I did get it. So we get those two 10 millimeters. I think I put that one in the wrong place. I got to take that out and do that again. And I just realized I put it in the wrong place. So the small silver ones go in the bottom left and top right. The longer black ones top left and bottom right. And then this stupid thing. I don't think you'll have any problem watching the rest of this. Again, if this is beneficial for you, if this helped you out, please like the video. That helps me out a lot too. And thank you for watching and have a great week.